Just freaking listen to me. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, I know why you wouldn't. You don't want to listen to me because it's hard, but it's not easy to do really anything that's worth doing. So why wouldn't you just start? Start easy. I don't know. I asked you guys what you wanted from me.
What do you want?
And what you wanted generally was that you wanted to look better. You wanted to look better in your clothes, you wanted to look better naked, you wanted to look like you worked out. But it's only gonna really show if you kind of pay attention to what you're eating. So here's the deal, is I'm not gonna lie to you. I really have nothing to gain from saying, oh, you should do this diet because blah, blah, blah. I'm not really selling you anything, it's just a video I'm making to help you guys get more out of the program. That's all I want. And because I'm not lying to you, and because I have a lot of experience with it working in the past with people, I put up the testimonials. With the testimonials, the general theme was do this, and that person just does it. They just freaking listen. So I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do, and you're gonna listen. You wanna look better, you've gotta eat less calories or burn more calories. I don't really care what it is anybody has to say. I don't want you to limit your diet. That's the worst thing you can do. If you feel like you're restricting and it's like, oh my God, I can't eat that, blah, then you're screwed. You're never gonna make it. The idea is you wanna eat as much as possible while keeping the calories as low as you can while still being able to work out. So, how do I do that? First of all, I wanna go over some of the general diets and why they do them, why they might work for some time at least. All these diets I listed will limit the amount of calories that you eat. People see their abs, they see testimonials. It's like, I did intermittent fasting for 6 months and look at me now. And it's like, well, you limited your calories. So keto, you don't eat carbs. You eat carbs, you're not in ketosis anymore. And it works, but how long does it work for? I don't know. Do you like carbs? Most people do. Are they good for your body? Yeah, carbs are good for your body, especially if you're working out. I don't care what you say. If you just do freaking like slow intensity stuff and you never really go, then maybe you can get away with eating just fat, but I don't think so. Zone, all of a sudden now you have to fit your blocks. You have to fit your blocks or you're no longer doing the zone diet. And if you're fitting your blocks, you're limiting calories. It's like, I can only eat 4 blocks of protein. It's like, well, you're limiting your protein, which is limiting your calories. Paleo, if it didn't grow in the ground or have eyes, you can't eat it, which is in general a good way to go about eating your food, but know that it is a way of limiting your calories. So if you're just going to go around the outside of the grocery store and you eat from the periphery, you're doing yourself a pretty good job in the first place, but you are also limiting some other tricks and tidbits that I like to implement as well, as far as getting in some low calorie, high volume food. Vegan, you can't eat meat, goes without saying, limits calories. Intermittent fasting, always the biggest one. It's like, oh, you're increasing growth hormone and your testosterone by not eating for this much time, and that's what's gonna make you look better. It's like, no, you're only eating for 6 hours a day. You can only really eat so much for 6 hours a day, so you're gonna lose some weight because you're just full, and then you digest forever. Macros just drives you crazy. Because it's driving you crazy, all of a sudden, well, I don't know, that doesn't fit my macros, I can't eat that. And I mean, I guess the best thing about all these diets is that you can take something good away from them. I did name some of the positives and the negatives of each of them. And if I were to name like some of the best positives, they would come from macros. It's good to know what is in what you are eating, so that as you're eating it, you can apply to the, I need to eat more protein today. Well, it's got protein. Well, I know because I did the macro diet, and now I kind of know what's in there. So over here, I wrote up a little board, and I had a conversation with somebody this morning who kind of needed a little bit of guidance on how to go about eating. So when you talk about losing weight, everybody has a basal metabolic rate, your BMR. If you laid in your bed all day, you would burn calories, okay? And if this guy, let's say the guy and the girl, they're both active, they have muscle on them. They have some body fat on them, but they have muscle on them. That's a big thing. So we're gonna say he burns about 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day doing nothing. You go, that's sweet. This female, we'll say she burns about 1,300 to 1,500 doing absolutely nothing. Brain function, organ function, digesting. Because they work out, they have muscle tissue. The more muscle tissue you have, which is a super active organ in your body, then you'll burn more calories because you need energy to make that stuff survive in there. So do absolutely nothing, that's what you got. Down to energy expenditure. Let's say these people work out every day for an hour. Let's say that they do a 1 hour session of bodybuilding. Back, biceps, chest, triceps, that's it. They go into the gym, they go up, they warm up on the bench press, they go do some skull crushers, some push downs, and then they call it a day. They have earned themselves about 150 to 200 calories burned. The female side will be a touch less because you don't burn as much when you are a smaller human. Just how it works, I'm sorry girls, that you just burn a little bit less. Let's say those same two people go into the gym, check out this double-sided marker, and then they do an hour on the bike, an hour walking upstairs, Stairmaster, up a treadmill. They are going to burn more calories, 600 to 700 and 550 to 625. That's how many calories they're gonna burn. Again, he's moving more weight, he's using more muscle to do it, he burns more calories. Good for you, 24-year-old dude. 24-year-old chick, you got it, you got the idea, you're doing great. Calories in, that's the big one. We're gonna now break these two people apart. We're gonna do so because the female's not gonna be having a good time while the guy's just gonna be doing whatever. So let's say they both eat 2,400 calories a day. Both of them, they're just gonna do it. What have I been telling you about the female? I've been telling you about the female, if she's lucky, she's burning 1,500 a day. If she goes and does some bodybuilding, she's gonna be burning about 1,680 a day in total calories. So 1,680 is what she's burning there if she does bodybuilding. And then if she does the stair session, we'll just call it cardio, she's going to be burning an additional 440 calories. So that would be 2120-ish. I hope I'm close. 720 calories, that's a plus 720 to, and if she does the cardio, 380. What am I thinking? Either way, she's up. That's not what she wants. She wants to be down. We look at the guy over here. The guy, let's say on a bad day, he's plus 400. Well, first of all, she's there, and he is plus 2,700, anywhere from there to 2,700, and at which point he would then be minus 300, and he's then losing weight. So, guy, girl, same amount of calories, same types of exercise. The guy could possibly be losing, maintaining weight. The girl, no matter what, will be gaining weight. See how that works? Well, how do you fix this? So the female, over time, she can alter this number. She can alter her BMR. So can the guy. How do you do that? You alter your numbers by weightlifting. Through your weightlifting, you can put on some muscle. Also, something that you're gonna wanna think about is that for the female who's trying to lose some weight, or the guy, they need to be doing both. They wanna throw in some cardio, they wanna throw in some weightlifting so that they can get the best of both worlds.
You get the best of both worlds.
So that you can increase your BMR and your caloric expenditure through weightlifting. You throw on some muscle, you burn more calories. That's good. You combine that with your I'm doing cardio to burn some more calories on that day and on multiple days, and that synergistic effect will make you lose some weight, build some muscle all at the same time. Let's say over the course of a year, they've done a year's worth of weightlifting. Maybe you can up these numbers by 50 to 100 if you're newer. So plus 50 to 100. And then all of a sudden, 1 year later, their energy expenditure number, that number will go, or their BMR and their calories out will come up. See how that works? Okay, so if we're looking at it, the guy, that top number becomes now 2,100, which all the way down here now could make this 2,800. And if that's 2,800, that means that now he's in a possible caloric deficit of 400 calories. This guy, he's losing weight, he's doing good. The female over here adds 100, which to this number, her top end number, would make it now 22, I keep putting too many commas, 2220, which would now make her top end number, she would still be plus 280. So although in a year she did some good work to increase her caloric expenditure, she still has to do some work on the calories in. She needs to limit her food a little bit more. She can implement maybe something she likes from here. I wouldn't say go all in and say, hey, I'm gonna do intermittent fasting. And what I'm gonna say about the female is that I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna make another video on kind of my take for your best route into eating less calories. What I want you to take away from this is that calories in need to be less than calories out in order for you to lose weight. And I don't care what you have to say about it, because that's how it is. It works like that for everybody. Sorry, female, but you'll get it. You'll get there. Just freaking listen to me. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, I know why you wouldn't. You don't want to listen to me because it's hard, but it's not easy to do really anything that's worth doing. So why wouldn't you just start? Start easy. I don't know. Throw in a little bit of extra cardio. You saw that there's cardio here and an exercise there, and you should just start somewhere. Make it start. Just start. You want to lose weight? Start. Here's some information. Do it. I don't know. I'm not going to hold your hand through it. And I don't believe in the fact that you can't build muscle in a deficit. That's stupid. If it's like, there's 500 pounds on my back and there's 500 pounds on my back every single day, you're going to get stronger. It's stupid to think. I don't know, like when people, bodybuilders and lazy freaking people, they're like, oh yeah, you got to eat more food to get muscle. What does that sound like to you? You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like they want to eat more food and they're using whatever they want as an excuse to eat more food. And I'm not saying that you have to not eat food. I'm saying that you don't have to go to McDonald's to gain muscle. I'm in a calorie surplus. I'm gaining weight, but I need it to build muscle or else I'd never build any muscle. And it's like, well, you're stupid. I mean, you're just going to be fat and then you got to get rid of it at some point or another. Put a bunch of weight and stress on your body and it's going to adapt. You're going to grow some freaking muscles. Happens all the time. I don't know what is wrong with these people who it makes me so angry. You know, I'm just getting ready I'm trying to put on some muscle. And it's like, all right, well, why? And then they go, well, I want to look good. And it's like, well, what's your definition of looking good? You go, you know, giant biceps, six pack, that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, you got like 30 pounds of extra weight on you. Like, when are you going to do that? And he goes, well, as soon as I'm going to bulk and then I'm going to cut. You're going to, using your logic, when you cut, you're going to lose the muscle. You know that, right? So it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't just do it both at the same time. So you're usually cut and then you're still gaining muscle. But that's just my take.